I was truly disappointed today. The good thing is they didn't take as many baths. My thoughts, that doesn't make sense, right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recording unrelated. Okay, there is no direct evidence of relationship to the fire. Abu Kamara, Chika Debbie are colleagues of mine, and we will talk almost every day to matters that pertain to legislative business. During that time, also remember, the legislature was tense. Okay, the legislature was tense. So to take a recording where I'm at the president's house and say that's evidence of a fire, I mean, I was truly disappointed today. The good thing is they didn't take as many bathroom breaks. My thoughts, that doesn't make sense, right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recording unrelated. Okay, there is no direct evidence of relationship to the fire. Abu Kamara, Chika Debbie are colleagues of mine, and we will talk almost every day to matters that pertain to legislative business. During that time, also remember, the legislature was tense. Okay, the legislature was tense. So to take a recording where I'm at the president's house and say that's evidence of a fire, I mean, I was truly disappointed today. The good thing is they didn't take as many bathroom breaks. My thoughts, that doesn't make sense, right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recording unrelated. Okay, there is no direct evidence of relationship.
Responsible men what we have in our country. We elected irresponsible men to govern this country, not to be very irresponsible. Who say Joseph Walker, President Joseph Walker is very irresponsible. To the point where he don't know who to arrest. Joseph Walker is irresponsible, he's telling to be arrested. Joseph Walker needs to be arrested for abusing and insulting the trust of the people.
Are you disappointed in the statement made by the party?
You know the RG can take coups, just Joseph Walker. So when you take the coups, you don't know what to say. The RG say, under the supervision of the Speaker of the House of Bread, under the supervision of Rachel Kool, I was bust into. What did he say? What did he say? I see one recording going around. Oh, they say, and they require somebody. Why did they come and my boss in the
very short. What actions are you going to take?
No, the action is Joseph Walker should come to his senses to know that he's very old to run the country the way he wants.
Where's your t-shirt now?
Where you wear a t-shirt? I will wear my t-shirt. I will wear my t-shirt.
So folks, I was the first of Yeke Kwaluba, representative of district.
The issue of work permit and the fees cannot be hinged on revenue generation because that was not a purpose and intent. We got to be clear with this. The reason there's a fee charge for work permit is not to generate revenue for the government. It was purposely and deliberately intended to reduce and discourage the issue about bringing non-Liberians into our work employment sector for jobs that Liberians are qualified for and reserved for Liberians by law. That is why Tiawa Bonglo, who was Minister of Labor, under whose leadership worker making from $400 to $1,000, he made it clear. Because it is clearly known that every law is a reason.
My thoughts, that doesn't make sense, right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recording unrelated. Okay, there is no direct evidence of relationship to the fire. Abu Kamara, Chika Debbie are colleagues of mine, and we will talk almost every day to matters that pertain to legislative business. During that time, also remember, the legislature was tense. Okay, the legislature was tense. So to take a recording where I'm at the president's house and say that's evidence of a fire, I mean, I was truly disappointed today. The good thing is they didn't take as many bathroom breaks. My thoughts, that doesn't make sense.
Is being his role in this issue is being investigated under charges of criminal conspiracy due to credible links suggesting that he was strategically involved in orchestrating the broader plan to obstruct legislative process and damage the national infrastructure. Charged with the following, as such, he has been charged with the following under the revised penal code: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. Honorable Abu Kamara, District 15, Montserrado County, and Honorable Jacob C. Debbie, District 3, Grand Buda County, were reportedly present at multiple planning meetings and facilitated logistical support, including coordination with actors inside and outside of the Capitol building. Their involvement underscores a deeper level of political motivation and conspiracy behind what was initially perceived as an isolated act of vandalism. The both are hereby charged under the revised Penal Code of Liberia: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. Honorable Dixon W. Sewell, District 16, Montserrado County, was identified through financial transactions and witness testimony as a key financier. Funds originated from his office were allegedly dispersed to conspirators during a clandestine meeting in Jalatan, December 17, one day before the main attack. He also facilitated the escape and provided protection for key suspects linked to the investigation. As such, Honorable Sewell is charged with the following under the revised penal code of the Republic of Liberia: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. These individuals, though holding or having held position of influence, are not exempt from accountability. The Liberia National Police is finalizing additional legal instruments to ensure that all persons, regardless of status, are subject to law and brought before the court where the evidence exists. Listen, let the jury decide. You can think whatever you want to think, you can believe whatever you want to believe. There's remarkable work here, there's high evidence. We're sending one of the strongest cases the gun security have ever built to court, and we'll let the jury decide. Honorable Priscilla Cooper, District number 5, Montserrado County, has been charged under the revised penal code with a criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and conspiracy. Criminal facilitation and conspiracy. Sorry. We also have charged in absentia Ms. Grace Johnson, who was the Chief of Staff, Chief of Protocol of Honorable Kofa's Office and Patient Assessment, Chief of Office Staff of Honorable Kofa's Office as well, and Amos Kofa, the elevator technician within the maintenance department of the Capitol building, are all charged with the following under the revised penal code: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. The destruction of the Capitol building's joint chamber represents a direct assault on the foundation of our democracy and governance. Some of the suspects identified are being held at the Memorial Center Prison awaiting trial. The prosecution will proceed with full adherence to due process. We call on the citizens to remain calm, peaceful, vigilant, and support the national interests. As the charges of these suspects does not end the investigation, suspects have still been identified, and as new evidence come about, new leads, other witnesses or suspects could be identified in the case. Let us serve as a clear message. The Liberia National Police will not tolerate any act that threatens public safety or the integrity of the national institution of this country. This country is a nation of law, and I think the famous saying around these times has been the law is the law.
So, but listen to, did you hear the press conference of Gregory Coleman, the IG? He did say that this is a highly political case, did he not? So you don't take the partisans' word for it, you take the IG's word for it. He decided to bring this case based on a basket of evidence of innuendos, lies, and misstatement. And in the next few weeks, as we go through the preliminary hearing, we will deconstruct those lies and be able to put together a defense that is worthy of what we've done. It's a place for human beings. Unfortunately, that's the best the state can offer for Liberian citizens. It's unfortunate, but they are no better than me. As long as we're in a political battle, it's a political win.
We should not be celebrating the downfall of our leaders. This is how they do. They threaten our leaders and they will not be bold to tell you. So I am angry with President Boycott, and as I said, as I'm departing, he is old enough not to be afraid of death. I'm saying it publicly. While the young man still feel, he didn't finish born his children yet, he's vibrant, he still have time to live. What the old man got to lose for him to transform this country and making these kind of hard decisions? And before our mineral leaves from here, this must be done. Liberians should participate. You got Firestone calling themselves Firestone Liberia when no Liberian is part of their shareholdings.
Disappointed in the Unity Party-led government for this behavior. These are legislators. They have immunity, and to try to embarrass them by putting them in jail, people are not going to go anywhere. They're not going to run away. They should have been left, released on their own reconnaissance, so that they can come back and do investigation and show the proof. But I'm very disappointed. This is embarrassing. It's not acceptable. We issue a joint statement with other opposition parties, but really shame on this government for their behavior and for treating lawmakers the way they're treating them.
Okay.
Our Kool rule is being his role in this issue is being investigated on the charges of criminal conspiracy due to credible links suggesting that he was strategically involved in orchestrating the broader plan to obstruct legislative process and damage the national infrastructure. Charged with the following, as such, he has been charged with the following under the revised penal code: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. Honorable Abu Kamara, District 15, Montserrado County, and Honorable Jacob C. Debbie, District 3, Grand Judah County, were reportedly present at multiple planning meetings and facilitated logistical support, including coordination with actors inside and outside of the Capitol building. Their involvement underscores a deeper level of political motivation and conspiracy behind what was initially perceived as an isolated act of vandalism. The both are hereby charged under the revised Penal Code of Liberia, arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. Honorable Dixon W. Sibo, District 16, Montserrat County, was identified through financial transactions and witness testimony as a key financier. Funds originated from his office were allegedly dispersed to conspirators during a clandestine meeting in Jalatan December 17th, one day before the main attack. He also facilitated the escape and provided protection for key suspects linked to the investigation. As such, Honorable Sibo is charged with the following under the revised Penal Code of the Republic of Liberia: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. These individuals, though holding or having held position of influence, are not exempt from accountability. The Liberia National Police is finalizing additional legal instruments to ensure that all persons, regardless of status, are subject to law and brought before the court where the evidence exists. Listen, let the jury decide. You can think whatever you want to think, you can believe whatever you want to believe. There's remarkable work here, there's high evidence. We're sending one of the strongest cases the Grand Superior have ever been to court, and we'll let the jury decide. Honorable Priscilla Cooper of District Number 5, Montserrat County.
Okay, a pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Many thanks again for joining us on this wonderful web Thursday morning. I'd like to say welcome to all of you folks. Welcome to this edition of the Breakfast of the Time program on Kool 91.9, Kool Radio Online, Kool, and our YouTube channel as well. All of these hangouts. Certainly with all of the information from Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our world. Welcome with the Brooks Academy and the Camera and that's the King of Iraq alongside the whole team. The promises are usually great as we discuss critical national issues. I want you to sit back, relax this morning as we walk the walk and talk the talk. And as usual, help to shape the party of our democracy. This is your program. Certainly your benefit, your dinner, your lunch, your supper, based on your timeline, wherever you are, and we will provide necessary information at your doorstep, in your offices, business center, at homes, on the sick day. You just need the right. Good morning to all of you, our motorcyclists and passengers. Good morning to our commercial drivers and passengers. Good morning to our doctors, our nurses, our teachers, our men and women in army, yes, these people who sacrifice for us. Keep your heads above water and we. But I want you to sit back and listen to a stout of the citizen who have always focused on what your time. This is not broken stuff. This is not a battle of fire. This is not sarcasm. This is Dr. Lester giving you this picture, this look about the former president. So people, listen keenly. He's talking that he's going into the downfall of the speaker, the then speaker, right? I'm telling you that the former president was the man who is pretending that he's telling with this man from the party. They will tell you. I'm not for that. But I want you to listen to this
under the revised penal code with a criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and conspiracy. Criminal facilitation and conspiracy. Sorry. We also have charged in absentia Ms. Grace Johnson, who was the Chief of Staff, Chief of Protocol of Honorable Kofa's Office and Patient Assessment, Chief of Office Staff of Honorable Kofa's Office as well, and Amos Kofa, the elevator technician within the maintenance department of the Capitol Building, are all charged with the following under the revised penal code: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering of another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. The destruction of the Capitol Building's joint chambers represent a direct assault on the foundation of our democracy and governance. Some of the suspects identified are being held at the Memorial Center Prison awaiting trial. The prosecution will proceed with full adherence to due process. We call on the citizens to remain calm, peaceful, vigilant, and support the national interests. As the charges of these suspects does not end, the investigation of suspects have still been identified, and as new evidence come about, new leads, other witnesses of suspects could be identified in the case. Let us serve as a clear message. The Liberia National Police will not tolerate any act that threatens public safety or the integrity of the national institutions of this country. This country is a nation of law, and I think the famous saying around these times has been the law is the law.
So, but did you hear the press conference of Gregory Coleman, the IG? He did say that this is a highly political case, did he not? So you don't take the partisans' word for it, you take the IG's word for it. He decided to bring this case based on a basket of evidence of innuendos, lies, and misstatement. And in the next few weeks, as we go through the preliminary hearing, we will deconstruct those lies and be able to put together a defense that is worthy of what we've done. It's a place for human beings. Unfortunately, that's the best the state can offer for Liberian citizens. It's unfortunate, but they are no better than me. As long as we're in a political battle, it's a political win.
We should not be celebrating the downfall of our leaders. This is how they do. They threaten our leaders and they will not be bold to tell you. So I am angry with President Boycott, and as I said, as I'm departing, he is old enough not to be afraid of death. I'm saying it publicly. Well, the young man still feel, he didn't finish born his children yet, he's vibrant, he still have time to live. What the old man get to lose for him to transform this country and making these kind of hard decisions? And before our mineral leave from here, this must be done. Liberians should participate. You can have Firestone calling themselves Firestone Liberia when no Liberian is part of their shareholdings.
Disappointed in the Unity Party-led government for this behavior. These are legislators. They have immunity, and to try to embarrass them by putting them in jail, these people are not going to go anywhere. They're not going to run away. They should have been left, released on their own reconnaissance, so that they can come back and do investigation and show the proof. But I'm very disappointed. This is embarrassing. It's not acceptable. We issue a joint statement with other opposition parties, but really shame on this government for their behavior and for treating lawmakers the way they're treating them.
Okay,
Our recovery rule is being his role in this issue is being investigated under charges of criminal conspiracy due to credible links suggesting that he was strategically involved in orchestrating the broader plan to obstruct legislative process and damage the national infrastructure. Charged with the following, as such, he has been charged with the following under the revised penal code: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. Honorable Abu Kamara, District 15, Montserrado County, and Honorable Jacob C. Debbie, District 3, Grand Buda County, were reportedly present at multiple planning meetings and facilitated logistical support, including coordination with actors inside and outside of the Capitol building. Their involvement underscores a deeper level of political motivation and conspiracy behind what was initially perceived as an isolated act of vandalism. The both are hereby charged under the revised Penal Code of Liberia with arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. Honorable Dixon W. Sebo, District 16, Montserrado County, was identified through financial transactions and witness testimony as a key financier. Funds originated from his office were allegedly dispersed to conspirators during a clandestine meeting in Jalatan December 17th, one day before the main attack. He also facilitated the escape and provided protection for key suspects linked to the investigation. As such, Honorable Sebo charged with the following under the revised Penal Code of the Republic of Liberia: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. These individuals, though holding or having held position of influence, are not exempt from accountability. The Liberia National Police is finalizing additional legal instruments to ensure that all persons, regardless of status, are subject to law and brought before the court where the evidence exists. Listen, let the jury decide. You can think whatever you want to think, you can believe whatever you want to believe. There's remarkable work here, there's high evidence. We're sending one of the strongest cases against the jury I've ever been to court, and we'll let the jury decide. Honorable Priscilla Cooper of District Number 5, Montserrado County, has been charged under the revised Penal Code with a criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and conspiracy. Criminal facilitation and conspiracy. Sorry. We also have charged in absentia Ms. Grace Johnson, who was the Chief of Staff, Chief of Protocol of Honorable Kofa's Office and Patient Assessment, Chief of Office Staff of Honorable Kofa's Office as well, and Amos Kofa, the elevator technician within the maintenance department of the Capitol building, are all charged with the following under the revised Penal Code: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. The destruction of the Capitol building's joint chamber represent a direct assault on the foundation of our democracy and governance. Some of the suspects identified are being held at the Memorial Center Prison awaiting trial. The prosecution will proceed with full adherence to due process. We call on the citizens to remain calm, peaceful, vigilant, and support the national efforts. As the charges of these suspects does not end, the investigation of suspects have still been identified, and as new evidence come about, maybe other witnesses or suspects could be identified in the case. Let this serve as a clear message. The Liberia National Police will not tolerate any act of threatens public safety or the integrity of the national institutions of this country. This country is a nation of law, and I think the famous saying around these times has been the law is the law.
No, but listen to, did you hear the press conference of Gregory Coleman, the IG? He did say that this is a highly political case, did he not? So you don't take the partisan's word for it, you take the IG's word for it. He decided to bring this case based on a basket of evidence of innuendos, lies, and misstatement. And in the next few weeks, as we go through the preliminary hearing, we will deconstruct those lies and be able to put together a defense that is worthy of what we've done. It's a place for human beings. Unfortunately, that's the best the state can offer for Liberian citizens. It's unfortunate, but they are no better than me. As long as we're in a political battle, it's a political win.
We should not be celebrating the downfall of our leaders. This is how they do. They threaten our leaders and they will not be bold to tell you. So I am angry with President Boycott, and as I said, as I'm departing, he is old enough not to be afraid of death. I'm saying it publicly. While the young man still feel, he didn't finish born his children yet, he still he's vibrant, he still have time to live. What the old man get to lose for him to transform this country and making these kind of hard decisions? And before our mineral leave from here, this must be done. Liberians should participate. You can have Firestone call themselves Firestone Liberia when no Liberian is part of their shareholding.
Disappointed in the Unity Party-led government for this behavior. These are legislators. They have immunity, and to try to embarrass them by putting them in jail, people are not going to go anywhere. They're not going to run away. They should have been left, released on their own reconnaissance, so that they can come back and do investigation and show the proof. But I'm very disappointed. This is embarrassing. It's not acceptable. We issue a joint statement with other opposition parties, but really shame on this government for their behavior and for treating lawmakers the way they're treating them.
Okay,
Our cover rule.
There's a purpose and there's intent for every law, every regulation. The Decent Work Act, there's a purpose, there's a history, there's an intent for which we reserve certain jobs for Liberians. Work permit fee will increase from $400 to $1,000 with an intent of increasing it every year so that it can discourage the application for the work permit so that the job for which the work permit is sought will be given to Liberians that are qualified, competent, available, and suitable to be employed. If you have to pay $5,000 for work permit fee to bring somebody else to be snowball, you rather just employ a Liberian who is a snowball. If you have to pay $10,000 annually for work permit fee to bring somebody else to be an accountant, you will look for a qualified Liberian accountant available, suitable, and competent to do the job. The intent was not to raise revenue for government, and please, we will not raise revenue for government at the detriment of jobs for our people. We should not even imagine it as part of our discussion, because some of the jobs for which we are taking $1,000 for the whole year, some of those jobs pay $4,000 every month. So if we want raise revenue, if we have to take $1,000 every year per work permit, I would rather we give the job to Liberians so that the non-Liberian can make that $3,000 to $4,000 every month in his economy. He will be able to feed his family, he can be able to extend his hand, and he or she may be able to do a business that can employ other Liberians. When you hear the Liberian people asking you, we the lawmaker, what we doing here, we do a lot here. But then we aim and abet, we support, and we shield the executive when the executive is not enforcing, is not implementing, and is violating the very law. We talk about Aslam Vita coming here to create 6,000 jobs. We said that they will get 3,000 work permit. And I will be asking, and they get 3,000 work permit. We are not actually provided 3,000 jobs for our people. We are providing jobs for non-Liberians. And my business, our business here is to ensure that our people are able to work. So, my important distinguished colleagues, here's the issue. The labor minister cannot claim that he inherited work permit. That argument does not hold, and he knows he's a lawyer. He should not do it. In fact, the labor minister should be held in contempt. This Senate should vote no confidence in this man already. He's dragging the thing deliberately. Find the labor minister here for 4 months, and he says that he can give us the job description for which he gave work permit. He came here and let the Senate say our aid no, they can't go on the work permit. No, our aid couldn't receive.
Irresponsible men that have in our country. We elected a responsible man to govern this country, not to be very irresponsible.
Who say the
Joseph Boakai, President Joseph Boakai is very irresponsible. To the point where he don't know who to arrest. Joseph Boakai is irresponsible. He said need to be arrested. Joseph Boakai needs to be arrested for abusing and insulting the trust of the people.
Are you disappointed in the statement made by the RG?
You know the RG can take coups. Joseph Boakai. So when you take the coups, you don't know what to say. The RG say, under the supervision of the Speaker of the House of Bread, under the supervision of Rachel Kool, I was bust into. What did he say? What did he say? I see one recording going around. Oh, they say, and they recorded somebody. Why they come and my voice in it?
Very short. What actions are you going to take?
No, the action is Joseph Boakai should come to his senses to know that he's very old to run the country the way he wants.
Where's your t-shirt now? Where the wear t-shirt?
Let me say something. When you elect
the money and issue fair receipt, and it's the labor ministry. Nobody goes to the labor ministry and say, I came for work permit, and they can ask you, they can give you the permit, then you go to labor, you go to RIA and pay the money that RIA can, are you working a job you got to do? No. The labor minister must be held in contempt, and there must be a vote of no confidence for the president to remove this man on these grounds. Number one. Thank you. The labor minister, that's my position. I'm making my case for us to take the action. Is that for you to take it or not?
Everybody has some time to talk.
And you the chairman labor, you will be defending the labor minister. They are dragging. Thank you. The labor minister must be held in contempt or for no confidence on the following reasons to wait. Number one, the labor minister deliberately misled the Senate when he said that he inherited work permit. Look, it doesn't hold water because work permit is renewable every year. The labor minister has been minister more than 1 year. Every active work permit, under the 10,000 work permit, he issued them. No work permit now is less than 1 year. And he been minister more than 1 year. Whether he inherited or not, he renewed. So you can't say, I inherited. No, you renewed. Number two, the labor minister deliberately left out the key thing. Driver, store, accountant, manager, whatever, electrician, plumber, he left out that because these are the jobs we deliberately reserved for Liberians. And the labor minister gave us
gone. She cannot justify how I treated her because she don't have the chance to talk. But I know that I treat her on a necessary with respect and honor when I encounter.
What we are doing to me, say, well, I tell you, Cry.
Woman, please.
Cry.
Because we said he should raise $8 million in the budget. As Eto said, welfare is the only source of revenue generation from the labor ministry. The labor ministry can fund, the labor ministry got different means of raising revenue. If we want the labor ministry to raise revenue, unless we say only welfare is the only means by which the labor ministry can raise revenue to contribute to the budget. Then they remove it. Let me move it. My project, I must remind us here. The labor minister came here for public hearing on the matter more than 4 months ago and informed us that Western Cluster employed 100 heavy-duty machine operators, drivers, 45 of them Liberians, 55 non-Liberians. Those jobs are reserved technical jobs like that, reserved for Liberians, unless no qualified Liberians. The issue here is when I ask the minister, why you pay 45 Liberians operating the same truck, the same equipment, working on the same work time? Why you paying the Liberians 600 and you paying the non-Liberians? But I go tell my name for Federal Macaulay. Thank you. Why you paying the Liberians 600 for operating the technical truck, and you paying the non-Liberian 3,000 for operating the same technical truck? I thought that the same skill. Why? Why do you even employ more foreign drivers than Liberians? The argument was they couldn't find qualified Liberians to operate the kind of equipment. We make sense to make sense for me. But if you find some Liberian qualified left the non-Liberian, why are you paying the Liberian 600 a month and paying the non-Liberian 3,000? This is not the labor issue. The work permit issue, my brother. And let me defeat the argument that 10,000 work permit is insignificant and inconsequential when you compare to the population of 5.2 million. That argument is faint, lazy, it will never be debated. Because when you talk about employment, you don't talk about your population altogether. Because in our population, there are plenty there below 18 not in the employment category. You don't call them up. You talk about the employment, the employable population. If you take up the employable population, 10,000 in the private sector, that's small thing. They're paying $200, $400, $1,000, $5,000. That's a small thing. The labor minister, Maracota, the distinguished colleagues, are appealing to the chairman of the labor committee. We must push this thing so that if we push for 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 jobs for our people in the private sector, then imagine if plenty people were employing engineers. They were talking because we reduce on you. Yeah. The civil will motor, the civil across, we must go our work. The Senate must take a deliberate decision today, Maracota, on the issue. The Senate must take a deliberate decision today on this issue. We will not, and let me repeat, we will not pass traffic law because the executive is not implementing the traffic law. When there's traffic, the public says your law member what you're doing. We finish to have a work, but the executive is not doing his work. It comes back to us. When you want law member, you get up for your car, you say you want big good citizens to direct the traffic, say law member and all go direct traffic. In the function. What will we do? The issue of a work permit and the fees cannot be hinged on revenue generation because there was not a purpose and intent. We got to be clear with this. The reason there's a fee charge for work permit is not to generate revenue for the government. It was purposely and deliberately intended to reduce and discourage the issue about bringing non-Liberians into our work employment sector for jobs that Liberians are qualified for and reserved for Liberians by law. That is why Tiawa Bonglo, who was Minister of Labor, under whose leadership worker making from $400 to $1,000, he made it clear. Because it is clearly known that every law, there's a reason, there's a history, there's a purpose, and there's intent for every law, every regulation. The Decent Work Act, there's a purpose, there's a history, there's an intent for which we reserve certain jobs for Liberians. Worker permit fee will increase from $400 to $1,000 with an intent of increasing it every year so that it can discourage the application for the work permit so that the job for which the work permit is sought will be given to Liberians that are qualified, competent, available, and suitable to be employed. If you have to pay $5,000 for work permit fee to bring somebody else to be snowball, you will rather just employ a Liberian who is a snowball. If you have to pay $10,000 annually for work permit fee to bring somebody else to be an accountant, you will look for a qualified Liberian accountant available, suitable, and competent to do the job. The intent was not to raise revenue for government, and please, we will not raise revenue for government at the detriment of jobs for our people. We should not even imagine it as part of our discussion, because some of the jobs for which we are taking 1,000 profit.
This continue to play into him since passing former president. Listening to the president, former president, President Dr. George, when to sympathize and grow with the family. In his video mouth, it's a contribution that been rejected on occasion. And there are schools or family relatives who are speaking that the other late president was here to have rejected Muslims are fully aware of whatever today. Some of the things, if you take your time to look at the video, when the former president was speaking, he said that he treated necessary with respect. You can see Mamindo using an elbow to hit and calling attention. I say, I'm whispering you see the light. Like, wow, is this true? Yes, you are stomach. He called him up. Take your time and look at the video. He said he did not go there to make news, but yet there were a lot of things there. Things that he even did far back in the 90s or the late 80s was still being mentioned. And the money some of our colleagues were just trying to mute, forgetting that he had not attached to him. Or I say, what was the party? Teaching started on folks, this is the fear that people have former president call me, yes, I'm the one who's been home. A lot of folks, you listen to Dr. Lester Tenney, former State telling you that what took place, the downfall of the former speaker, the removal of the portion of the father, the making of That's what you're trying to do. Reason why evil to purchase when you're paying for critical school to the hills for the war because you wanted to buy that area not for the party and not in the party's name but in the son's name. It was rejected by the renting was your time, and you know the Supreme Court was to rule and held a decision, reaffirm the ruling that we had the money. That is and this is a lesson to all the political parties elected. And this is something where you see people beating their chest. You know, I've said this on so many occasions. You don't pay due, then you will say to yourself, you stay in public and wake up one morning and say, I'm going to die hard this, I'm going to die hard that. But your party, dead. In the party, you don't even know your party financial situation. But you can go to mobilize and put 2,000, 10,000, 100,000 people in the street in the name of protest. But you cannot mobilize for people and give them paying dues. These are the benefits. We will have our own party headquarters, whether we're here today or tomorrow. The headquarters remains for the party. Whoever comes tomorrow, but you will see a sitting party or a ruling party that won election. And we'll be changing locations. We saw that with the United Party. We've now seen this with the CDC. Do you know how many party officials of the CDC said their existence that the party went on to make? Some of you that they call normally the go to protest, throw stones. You've been ever present. Whatever request, you are there to make a contribution. But they have not been, but they have built 2-3 houses. Even some of the partisans that they claim to be partisans are even renting for some of them. Yeah, the other party, the other party headquarters, the other party will change in 1 year, they will change party headquarters 4 times. The other party will go 2-3 times. ANC to the other place, to the other place, ALP, PLP, all of these things. Say, you move. Because a lot of you support political parties and it across, and that's why I want to talk across. You join political parties, a lot of you join political parties without even having a common sense to know why you are there. You're just there in a new wearing t-shirts, wearing barracks, and get walking around. You don't want to act. Look at this place. This place is our party. What's the party investment? What's the party capacity to employ, to give loans? You just there in the name that you there, you celebrate individuals. And the sole purpose for your upliftment and improvement in your lives, that's why you don't political parties. But they will not make you understand. You are there making people in the party want the very people you making in the party, the people are the people who keeping you down. Because they all want you to be in those positions that you will make good decisions for them. And then keep you in a jet poverty. You don't like to hear this, but you have to. Some of you claim to be intellectual. You suck what people laugh when you say the party headquarters and put that place. One man were able to score huge political goals on you people. Lie to the standard bearer, lie to everybody in the party that he owns the place. Today, he's so silent, he can't talk any longer. He got a huge position in government because before then, when the former president was playing football, he was there buying football boots for him. So we were all questioning. Lately, when they got to know that he was not the owner, the case was imposed for a long period. And I said this on the platform on so many occasions. I've been in conversation with the identical family for a long period of time. A grandma Desdor in Ghana, we were always talking. Sister came from the States to meet me in Accra. We spoke. And I said if people thought we were joking. This is where you find yourself now. A lot of you are so shocked. You don't pay dues. You just go. You call you only for protest. But the AF said the protesting today, they call you go there. You in the party. What is the party motive? You just there, you join organization, you don't know the inner objectives of the organization. You just want to be part of it. You see some of the things that you should be questioning yourself. But they are calling you down up to go to protest. You don't have place to sleep for yourself. You can't pay your rent. In the place you call your party headquarters, they tell you to move from there again. Ask yourself, are we cheering of our lesson for what did we do to ourselves? That already years back, no account. How much money was there? Do you pay a day? How much money? Nobody knows. They have not been able to come back to you to tell you. And this is just for all of the parties. And even in churches, financial records, nobody make record. Financial report. The man, the pastor, the woman, the wife, the mother, the treasurer. You don't care, but you want the people to come and feed you. You want the people to come pay their tax, the ordering, but you cannot come the following Sunday to say, oh, this is the financial record. This is what we collect it. You cannot even give the people a US dollar account number, that American account number, the financial statement to publish the election laws. Party just agree. One family. That's how we think us. Why are we solving for? Let's picture ourselves. What problem are we solving? And any gentleman said he led this country 12 years. Faith. Never they get thrown out looking for we are seeing the repeat of that with another human being. It's time to make sense. These are things that you sit down and just grab it and say, oh wow. And it's time that we revisit. That's what we've been calling for the issue of having a total reform of our laws. Political parties should not squat. You don't have your own party headquarters. You cannot be registered as a political party. That should be made known. This is total mockery of democracy. You carry big mouth all over the place. Yo, the parties are this, the biggest funding, and you cannot even. We're not even talking about individual. We say political parties That you claim you got more than 1 million, 2 million people. Do you know one? If you have 1 million membership and people paying $1 every month for membership, do you know how much money a month or a year or two you earn? You don't need to have stars people. Go to the elections coming around. You come home to the party, find somebody's house, rent it, paint it right after the election. Once that party was not successful, next thing after a few months, when the rent expires, the stand-up girl, the jail whatsoever, everybody going It's all done. You travel to other countries. You see political parties, you see the headquarters. Don't back there. Some of you unfinished building are places you can buy. And making your party for you. Look at MPP. MPP can build your chest on so many days to unite on political parties in Liberia. And one or two other little parties. MPP got investment. People are renting from them. But they make you understand that when you go to a party, you're not there to criticize, you're not there to protest. You can invest. You can create jobs for your people, but you want the people to be there. They should always carry you up. They should only be there for you. And the people are falling to that. See some of our brothers who cannot show one thing that making parties say, I've been in the other parties saying, nothing who been in this party since there was a program of the grandchild. But you see people in the party lives, the children were born while you were in the party, born, go to school because of you. You will keep electing this man. Oh, the man, I want a leader, I want a political leader with man. You know, then when the party, you will let somebody think full time to represent you. The person's life will improve and your life just stay the same. You and your children still sleeping in the same room. And the man got 3-4 houses. Still sleeping with pot, copper, spoon, all of those things in the same room, in the nail. Everybody, everything go in the room together. In the morning, you put it outside. You ain't got ever better to hear put it in the room. You wake up in the middle of the night, you can't for the keep one of those things cook out something. You must look at the ratio. How many lives been improved? The ordinary people. Okay, take for instance, our party got 20 seats. They will have 15 representatives. Legislature, the House of Representatives, they will have 5 senators. Combine these people. You place them there. People for the party who voted for them and other people who trusted in their ability. But you look back and still see your lives have not improved. They are not giving anything back to the party. But they should be seen as the leaders of the party. What is the party doing? What jobs they being able to create? Because if you send them there to represent you, you must have the politics rewarder in heaven. It's right here. It's on earth. That people, you will stay in the rain and the sun for You call yourself the biggest political party, you don't have the political party. You call yourself ruling party, you don't have the own political effort. Somebody will come with one black hand there for one night. Elections around saying one race like party, election commission, just more. We got to have a reform. What is your party going to send out? You send the officers there to inspect, bring the deed. Oh yeah, we bought this place, we constructed, or we bought this place as party headquarters, we constructed this place, we bought this land, bring it in, we put it, everything, let's look at these things, let's see your account. Say you in the party. Shots will go for Mary Magar for life healing center international there. He will not find folks there, you know. Mary Magar have tea. Shot will come back after this week at the 2 nights. These are our opinions for somebody. You didn't pass it. You want to know where party to this place? Who owns that place? Who has that house? That house. Kind of business. And you allowed to tell you that then you're going the people won't crack that or you don't own the place. They say leave. Now you want to negotiate with people that are there. I got a problem, but move here first so we can talk. See the kind of machine that is going so long. Political institutions can bring on themselves in this country. Okay, let's go for this morning and we will be right back.
The people are into selling Mary Magar hot tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settle down in Moserado County. The Mary Magar hot tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Mary Magar hot tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Mary Magar hot tea medicine and how cool it is. Finally, the people now settle down in Moserado County here. In Moserado County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba Bendu tissue factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Magar hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Magar hot tea to you. And if you want to buy this Mary Magar hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Mary Magar hot tea can take away or kill all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that a Mary Magar hot tea medicine can kill are typhoid fever. Every time you're feeling cold in your body, you're feeling sick, infection, stomach complaint. Every day you complaining with your stomach. You say my stomach hurting, my mom my stomach hurting, my wife my stomach hurting. Even women that cannot see their period, the medicine they call Mary Magar hot tea can solve it. A sexual weakness, you can't do your homework go, you come from working or you go somewhere, you come back home, you can't do your homework go. Your woman tells you say bye leave me man. Sexual weakness in both men and women, they Mary Magar hot tea, it can cure it. Numbness in the body, eye problem. Every time you complain with your eye, you can't see clear, they Mary Magar hot tea can solve it, it can cure it. Also, every time you complain with your stomach boiling, you can't eat pepper, you can't eat this one. Also, the Mary Magar hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Rheumatism, back pain. Every time you complain with your back, my back hurting, pain in my back, Mary Magar hot tea medicine can cure it. Diabetes, the sugar problem, this Mary Magar hot tea can cure it. Skin disease and many more. Mary Magar hot tea medicine can cure all these problems. Here are some of the testimonies of people that Mary Magar hot tea medicine has cured, and today they are free and living happily.
My name is Sisi Galima.
Okay.
I live in Kool. This medicine has gone well for me from Monday to this Monday, making it 1 week.
Okay.
The first of all, typhoid have been disturbing me. that even it have taken me more than 5 years. I don't take bath with cold water, but this medicine makes the way I sweat, the heat coming on fine. I take bath with cold water, and I'm fine in the body. And also even my outside have not been too clear, but it makes now I can see a distance, seeing very clear. And also as a man, it makes me active, sexually active. I play my game number 1. I used to always play weakness in the defense, but now I'm strong. If I can leave on the defense, go school and come back, which is my sexual organ is very, very active.
That's great.
As a young man, I'm moving strong. All of my joints that have been hurting my waist, everything free. This medicine is very, very good. It's natural. It's very good. It don't have any side effect, but it do it well, perfect.
My mother was sick. I've been spending money from hospital to hospital for that time. She almost died. Listen for my people and the kids. And when I hear the news over air, I have brought her. Well, I tell God, thank you. She well. And even my auntie, they call her, she was saying she was not working good. She was in the same church. And when I told her, people they come here, gave me testimony.
All right.
So they medicine. And that's what we were supposed to play with. Even my mother had testimony because she was not working, she was not talking. But they did testimony. People see what I want to do. Every time people go, they come here for their medicine.
Okay.
So they medicine, but they're doing well. My mama, yeah, she was not working. Our baby in the house. She was not coming outside, but now she got washed. She go in the bathroom. She pay for sex. She was not ever asking people.
I give it a bag and it's doing a category. But I'm call about okay.
Now I studied in the for away you. Can I hang on the Langan Kudu? Now can no mama, can no mama, can no mama. I can no mama. Langan Kudu. Mama can. Oh,
well, I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Foya about the medicine from buying this medicine. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listen to me, the medicine, the good medicine, that make me to be alive today, got the first, second this medicine.
So what kinds of sickness you are suffering from?
Our foot problem. Yes, my foot problem.
Okay. How long that was working? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Mary Maga Hot Tea, for some more money. The Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine is sold for $350 Liberian. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Moserado County here, Monrovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga Hot Tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 913361 and 0776 36 9805. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. So rush now and you will live happily. The people are into selling Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settle down in Moserado County. The Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine and how good it is. Finally, the people now settle down in Moserado County here. In Moserado County here, Monrovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga Hot Tea to you. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Mary Maga Hot Tea can take away or kill all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that the Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine can kill are typhoid fever. Every time you're feeling cold in your body, You feeling sick, infection, stomach complaint. Every day you complaining with your stomach. You say my stomach hurting, my mom my stomach hurting, my wife my stomach hurting. Even women that cannot see their period, the medicine they call Marie Maga hot tea can solve it. A sexual weakness. You can't do your homework go. You come from working or you go somewhere, you come back home, you can't do your homework go. Your woman tells you say bad limit man. Sexual weakness in both men and women. They Marie Maga hot tea, it can cure it. Numbness in the body, eye problem. Every time you complain with your eye, you can't see clear. They Marie Maga hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Also, every time you complain with your stomach boiling, you can't eat pepper, you can't eat this one. Also, the Marie Maga hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Rheumatism, back pain. Every time you complain with your back, my back hurting, pain in my back. Marie Maga hot tea medicine can cure it. Diabetes, the sugar problem. This Marie Maga hot tea can cure it. Skin disease and many more. Marie Maga hot tea medicine can cure all these problems. Here are some of the testimonies of people that Marie Maga hot tea medicine has cured, and today they are free and living happily.
My name is Zizi Galima. Okay. I live in Kool. This medicine has gone well for me from Monday to this Monday, making it 1 week. Okay. The first of all, Tafo have been disturbing me. That even it have taken me more than 5 years. I don't take my cool water, but this medicine me, the way I sweat, the heat coming on fire, I take my cool water, and I'm fine in the body. And also even my outside have not been too clear, but it make now I can see a distance, seeing very clear. And also as a man, it made me active, sexually active. I play my game number 1. I used to always play weakness in the defense, but now I'm strong. If I can leave on the defense, go school and come back, which is my sexual organ is very, very active. That's great. As a young man, I'm moving strong. All of my joints that have been hurting my waist, everything free. This medicine is very, very good. It's natural. It's very good. It don't have any side effect, but it do it well. Perfect.
My mother was sick. I've been spending money from hospital to hospital, but that time she almost died. I sent for my people and the kid. And when I hear the news over here, I have brought her. Well, I tell God, thank you. She well. And even my auntie, they call Yeye, she was saying she was not working good. She was in the same church. And when I told her, people come here, they need testimony. All right. So they medicine. And that's when we were supposed to play with. Even my mother had testimony because she was not working, she was not talking. When they testing, when people see what I want, maybe every time people are going to come here for their medicine. Okay. So their medicine, but they're doing well. My mama, yeah, she was not working. Our baby was in the house. She was not coming outside, but now she got washed, she go in the bathroom, she pay for sex. She was not ever asking people.
I was gonna give it a bag and you get a go out. But I call a bag. Okay. Now I studied to see a for away you. Can I hang on the little food? Now can no mama, can no mama, can no mama. I can no mama.
Well, I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Foya about the medicine from buying this medicine. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listening to me, the medicine, the good medicine, that make me to be alive today, God the first, second this medicine.
So what kinds of sickness you were suffering from?
Our foot problem.
Foot?
Yes, my foot problem.
Okay. How long that was Hamburg? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Marie Maga hot tea, for small money. The Marie Maga hot tea medicine is sold for $350 $. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Moserado County here, Monrovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafide, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Marie Maga hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Marie Maga hot tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 913361 and 0776 36 9805. And if you want to buy this Marie Maga hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. So rush now and you will live happily.
teaching faculty. Honors Farm community.
The people that used to sell Marimaga hot tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settled down in Moserado County. The Marimaga hot tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Marimaga hot tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Marimaga hot tea medicine and how cool it is. Finally, the people now settled down in Moserado County. Yeah, in Moserado County, yeah, Morovia, Liberia. The people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba Bendu tissue factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Marimaga hot tea people. They're gonna be sending the Marimaga hot tea to you. And if you want to buy this Marimaga hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of the sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Marimaga hot tea can take away or kill all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that a Marimaga hot tea medicine can kill are typhoid fever. Every time you're feeling cold in your body, you're feeling sick, infection, stomach complaint. Every day you're complaining with your stomach. You say, my stomach hurting, my mom, my stomach hurting, my wife, my stomach hurting. Even women that cannot see their period, the medicine they call Marimaga hot tea can solve it. A sexual weakness, you can't do your homework, you come home working, or you go somewhere, you come back home, you can't do your homework, your woman tells you say, bye, leave me, man. Sexual weakness in both men and women, they Marimaga hot tea, they can kill it. Numbness in the body, eye problem. Every time you complain with your eye, you can't see clear. The Marimaga hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Also, every time you complain with your stomach boiling, you can't eat pepper, you can't eat this one. Also, the Marimaga hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Rheumatism, back pain. Every time you complain with your back, my back hurting, pain in my back, Marimaga hot tea medicine can cure it. Diabetes, the sugar problem, this Marimaga hot tea can cure it. Skin disease and many more. Marimaga hot tea medicine can cure all these problems. Here are some of the testimonies of people that Marimaga hot tea medicine has cured, and today they are free and living happily.
My name is Sisi Galima. Okay. I live in Kool. This medicine have done well for me from Monday to this Monday, making it 1 week. Okay. The first of all, typhoid have been disturbing me. That even it have taken me more than 5 years. I don't take back with cool water, but this medicine makes the way I sweat, the heat coming on fine. I take back with cool water, and I'm fine in the body. And also even my outside have not been too clear, but it make now I can see a distance, see very clear. And also as a man, it made me active, sexually active. I play my game number 1. I used to always play weakness in the defense, but now I'm strong. If I can leave on the defense, go school and come back, which is my sexual organ is very active. That's great. As a young man, I'm moving strong. All of my joints that have been hurting my waist, everything free. This medicine is very good. It's natural. It's very good. It don't have any side effect, but it do it well. Perfect.
My mother was sick. I've been spending money for hospital for that time. She almost died. Listen to my people and they keep. And when I hear the news over here, I have well, tell God, thank you. She well, even my auntie called she was saying she was not working good. In the same church. And when I told her, people were coming here, gave me testimony. So they medicine. And that's what
these are numbers that you are getting through the Banas Farm, and you'll be talking to Mr. Prince B. Senior on these numbers 077 6369 805 077 6369
I want to give it a badge and you can get a go out. But I'm calling okay.
Now, I studied in Silla for away. Mama.
When I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Poya about the menacing Francais buying this menacing. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listening to me, the menacing, that good menacing, that make me to be alive today, God, the first, second, this menacing.
So what kinds of sickness you are suffering from?
Foot problem.
Foot.
Yes, my foot problem.
And how long that was hamburger you? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Mary Maga Hot Tea, for some more money. The Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine is sold for $350 $11. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Moserado County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga Hot Tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 91 3361, and 0776 36 9805. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of the sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. So rush now and you will live happily. The people are into selling Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settled down in Moserado County. They Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine and how good it is. Finally, the people now settled down in Moserado County, yeah. In Moserado County, yeah, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga Hot Tea to you. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of the sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Mary Maga Hot Tea can take away or cure all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that a Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine can cure are typhoid fever. Every time you're feeling cold in your body, you're feeling sick, infection, stomach complaint. Every day you're complaining with your stomach. You say, my stomach hurting, my mom, my stomach hurting, my wife, my stomach hurting.
Because come to think about it, whether you want to get vexed, you go on the car, that's your business. This is it. We cannot continue to have political parties operating in Liberia and cannot have their own structure.
That's been irresponsible. That's really being irresponsible.
And we think that some of our lawmakers who've been putting some of the bills on the floor, you pass some a bill that passing the law talk about compulsory breastfeeding from 0 to 6 months. What the subsidy what government providing to the mothers? What's the outcome of that bill that will pass? What's the impact on the lives of babies who are born today? You say a compulsory, are you providing the medicine subsidies? The nutrition.
And Ambassador, this is why we said to the Election Commission, don't wait until election time you start to work. Because there are several responsibilities that go along with a political institution. And we see that a lot of these have been violated over the past years. Election Commission should be working and make sure that these areas, check and balance, are made in those areas. You can say you are a political institution, and a lot of the political parties in this country, they fall victim of this thing.
In 1 year or 2 years, you see one party will move 2-3 times.
Yeah.
This party was to the other place. The party I left to come to the other place. This party come to the other place. Oh, the party now to the other headquarters again. You know. Then you claim to be there. Some of you claim to be member of political party. You can't pay dime. Red dollar. Dime you can't pay. You celebrate them.
You political party, but every day you in court.
Yeah.
They taking you to court.
And they taking you to court for you not paying your rent or you owing.
Yeah.
They asking you to move and you refusing to move.
And these are issues that you are promised that you will change. You say you will fix these things.
Yeah. So if you educate the people who are in the party to say, look, how do party runs? These questions are things that nobody knows. You say you're in a party, but you don't know how the party functions. How the party running. You go to the party headquarters, you see generator on, but you don't know who provide the fuel. Who provide the gas. If you were paying due, these things, at times, you will be asking some questions. You say, oh, the party having a retreat, the party having this gathering. You don't really know the budget.
Yeah.
To know whether, if the party, that $5,000 they were spending for this retreat or for their gathering, let's look at the expenditure. Let's look at the breakdown. This for what? And at the end of the day, but you only hear the party say, everybody assemble to the party tomorrow.
Yeah, run there.
You run there. Few hands in the party.
The political leader not come from
few hands in the party put money, put their hands in the pockets, in the rain, and give money for water, for the PA system, or the musical set, transportation. They said, oh, the political party, the leader coming today, you'll be at the airport, you'll be around, and so we got to carry people there. One man behind the scene, take money. You can never get any positive result for any political party that will operate like that.
And some of them should be ashamed of themselves now. Because there are some political institutions that you only hear them around election period. And you are member, you claim to be a member of those parties. Imagine in election times, we are having about 20, 15, 16 political parties. Whether legislative elections or the general presidential elections. But you claim to support these people. When they ask them where your headquarters is.
Look, just imagine, as rich and wealthy as Donald Trump is, President of the United States, from the Republican Party, the party do not rely on his money.
He paid dues.
They've had rallies, they raise funds for his campaign. That's the structure. They don't build it around individuals. They institutionalize these political parties. That if you're here today, you're gone tomorrow, that institution remains. But not the case when it comes to our politics.
No,
just imagine a certain party, a ruling party at the time, the Unity Party was evicted from the place that they used to call the headquarters in Computer. 12 years under the starship of Mount Ellington, they could not secure a place to let start building. Let put the first black, second black. Party people. They don't even sit on platforms to educate you when it comes to these things. These are some of the things that I've kept like you were backward. When you say A, then people sit and won't get vexed. They won't tell you what to say.
Yeah.
You're not educating the people. You're not providing this kind of education. Oh yeah, you jump over party. You don't even know when the party was established. You don't have the party constitution in your possession. You don't understand the election guidelines, the election laws, some of the violations that you even into, some of the unnecessary gathering that will ask you to be part of.
And this is how the young people or the followers of those institutions don't feel the impact. They suffer so much.
Yeah.
They don't feel the impact of those political institutions.
Because of ignorance, you will lie to certain group of people say, oh, the government against all, they say they're coming to you from another place, so you can protect the party. And out of ignorance, the people will go there thinking that they're doing the right thing. What's your financial statement?
And all of them.
It's into the election laws.
Yes.
What's your financial statement? It must be published.
We're not talking about pressure group. We're talking about civil activists.
But I think that one will get We got
political party to be friends.
We got pressure groups here.
And it's time that the election commission wake up and close some of this Xinjiang area down, that they should not masquerade the color that they are political institutions. Yeah. Some of them are just, you are here, you saw some of the folks we even interview on the show.
Look, look, in Baghdad, I will never forget. No disrespect. I interviewed a presidential candidate who came to the studio. You know, I thought he was ahead of his boss man.
What would I hear himself?
Because the brown bag I saw him with, that leather bag, that bag looked like a bag that been transferred from one generation to another generation, and he was the person who was holding it, willing to turn it over to his children. And when he came and put the bag on the table, so I thought his boss man coming. Not doing that. He was the man
has arrived.
And he was great to say he was the best candidate among all and qualified. And after that, he have disappeared in thin air. I have never seen or heard
even hear from him. Sure.
And these are things that the National Elections Commission, look, who told you, political parties, you can be active, whether that election period or not election period. There are things you must get involved into.
But it's
you go to the election, you go get 0.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 0.5. So I mean, and so when they say they won't be president, the entire country, 1% cannot even vote for you. I said we recommend the election commission after election from 5% down.
No,
they ain't running again.
We should be calling for a refund of our
votes. They should not run.
We got committee on elections and all of these things. These are things that the powerful. This will be able to submit these things. Political party must have their own structure of their own headquarters.
It's in the law.
They be there by all costs. You cannot exist and you don't have your own party.
You have headquarters. But it's not going. It's not working.
You political party on Morovia or single the people know you. The rest of the other area, nobody knows you. You see, when Abekon started doing his underground work long before the election, everybody got shocked.
Yeah.
When the results were coming, supposedly that the votes they were giving. Right now, people still looking at 29 verified.
Yeah.
But there are folks who are waiting. There are people who want to be represented, won't be senators. They already started their work. And tomorrow they will have the result. Then you say, oh, where did the man come from?
But your own people or person, he laying in America
you're not waiting for a moment.
Election time can't register.
Yeah.
And
when you get defeated, you go by and throw your cartoon.
We are
you go by, like that, you know, you teaching in law school there.
They come to judge Liberia.
You work in the War Hospital.
They bring all sorts of things here.
Our politics not changing. That the reason the people not changing, and people got to get this thing into their heads. Government run based on politics and policy. Who are those? Those are the politicians, the technocrats. They will come from different political parties. How can you run government in the action of politics? What's the strength?
And the commission really need to wake up. Let's close all these things down. When we talk about multiplications of political parties, doesn't mean we should have 25, 30, 50. No! Yeah. Even we get 10, that's multi. This small country here, we should have clouded our politics.
Like one of my very good friend called me just the other day. He told me, I can't remember the party name. He said he just got elected as the new chairman of the party. Whether the 10 in the party or the 15, I don't know. Can you imagine that? See, you get political party, you get one car.
Yeah.
One motorbike.
Some of them, when you even hear the year, go in the rural parts, they don't even know them.
So now you go to the political party headquarters, they play the renting. So now election time, you see one woman sitting to the desk, or one man, the receptionist, who could go paying on the table. Or somebody else saying, When you go, you see whole play.
But only
no
the
electricity.
Only the main one.
They look for old computer, they put it like a never come on, put it on one little text, and see it say, what? Then you won't make decision for the country. And you have not strengthened and better yourself.
Yes. You tell us that you can change the narrative, but you're not even help yourself. That's more great. And this is how we're improving.
This is a shame on the two parties that came to be the people who own Liberia, because that's how they see themselves. Yeah. The United Party and the CC people.
No, who has somebody setting?
12 years, they never had the means to pay the own political party because nobody who are paying due. The other both came 6 years. They claim to be the biggest. But people within the party in the 6 years built 3, 4, 5 houses.
But the party
still being kept in the dungeon. The United Party is back. They still renting. 12 years they could not have their own headquarters. 6 years they back now for another 6 years.
Yeah, they're renting.
They stay renting. Then you don't want us to talk it because these are ills in our society. How do you pay attention to your partisans?
Oh.
Some of the money that you use in the rent can better the lives of those people who've been standing in the rain and the sun for you. Those people you can call to go protest, to go march. You call them for rally. Political party can't even invest. Go see other countries and see how parties are investing into agriculture, into different other areas.
Sure.
They create jobs for the people.
To help the partisans.
To help the partisans. The party financial strength, well solid. But I ain't Liberia.
No.
You get some parties in this country, they ain't even got chairman. You got parties right now with name and don't have stand up any longer because the man gone back.
Yeah. But we say these are.
What's your party form?
You want to change.
What's your party identity? What's your party account that you can pay your due? You call people to pay money for the party and cannot give report to the people and say, oh, on this day, this is why we generated. And being placed in the account. This is our account. Or this is the mobile money account for the party. Wherever you got, every month you, based on your financial strength or looking at the position, you pay 50 cents a month or $1 a month. But we then get numbers. One party will wake up one morning and say they got all 1 million members. 1 million members, you know what it means? Do you know what it means? You got one, you claim to have 1 million members, then you go to election, 1 million people can vote for you?
Yeah.
You got 1 million votes, you know what it means for you?
Are you serious? And these are, they are responsible for some of the moral breakdown in society.
But that's the part we are discussing. We are providing the kind of education that these people are supposed to be providing to their so-called members.
For Liberia to be improving, these are the people who say will lead the country, but they're breaking the country down.
Yeah.
But their policies.
You want to change the lives of people. But you're keeping them in poverty more.
Yeah.
You can improve. You want them to celebrate you as individuals and not the party. The people will fight to make you. All of you will join the party together. You'll be renting. You're sleeping in the same room. You say, my man, you gotta support me. The man say, yeah, my man, someone in the same party will support you. The man will make you representative. He will make you senator. And you, in that period, the 6 years as representative or the 9 years as senator, you finish buying 2-3 houses.
You can make them.
Your children that were not even born will be born, and your children's lives be far better than the men. All of you started the party together, the children together.
Yeah.
And you would not capture it and see yourself that something wrong with you.
Yeah.
That you need to get out.
Yes. And some of them talking hurting someone.
No, I want to go into anybody's
hurting
soul.
them.
Because this is affecting the society as a whole.
It's affecting the society. Look, what kind of moral example are you setting?
Do we need to have 20 parties? What the essence of
no? If I said was a place of party, doesn't mean 25, 30.
But we're not making progress in democracy. We're not making progress in growth.
If we get 10 political parties, that's multi. We get 5, that's multi.
Because if you say somebody stand out, some people dissolve their party and go join other people.
They will join. Let them go. You can't make it. You don't represent a political institution. How many members are you having? How many persons can stand when you say, yes, we are members of this party, we pay our dues regularly?
Yeah, beat your chest. Yeah. That you can hold the party leadership accountable. That when they even having program, you want to know how much money was spent on this occasion. But who dare ask?
Even when you folks are having government inclusion, why they put you in the government of work, your political institution coming behind protesting at the office?
Yeah.
How? Let me be serious. How can we build this country when we're not sincere? How?
So we want to do everything.
Let me say something.
We want to do everything with politics. That's why we're coming down on it. Let everything are politics. Let's see political institution be well structured now. It should be by law.
Ambassador, we are saying this because we are an example. Leave the state broadcaster. We are the only radio station here that own ours.
We never went to rent one horse and we put the radio station.
Nobody else coming and say you got to pay rent.
With the sole purpose as a media empire.
And that's it.
It was built.
So we are an example. Let me tell you.
We go to look for one horse to rent.
That one is
from start to finish.
When they put us out yelling, they yell in the studio. No. If you want to be a political institution, set good example.
And we are the very first radio station in this country to have a theater.
But pretty soon in West Africa will be the only radio station broadcasting on the ground.
You got radio station? No radio station in that, bro. God editor. Come and see our new building.
Let me serious. And imagine political parties that are only in also, but see where we are today.
Determination.
If you say you want to do it,
know what you want to do.
Because you might leave.
If you have one party today, then the next day nobody hear about the party completely. All the issues that are taking place in Liberia, you don't hear them speak on it. You don't hear them contributing to government, giving government recommendations, giving government advice.
No.
They will take all these things and keep it away when they don't around before they kind of say, you know, the people, they stole, the people lie, the people take the best alternative, y'all bring us. What's the guy? You won't rule whole country. You only rule in one community.
Yeah.
You won't rule the entire country. Your party headquarters sit with there only one spot. Nobody knows it around. What's the party chairman? You see one man, the man in Grand Jude, they say the man at the party chairman for party this. He walking whole day. The chairmanship for our country from the party will only come to life when the election, when he come to town to pick up t-shirts, sticker and all to carry for the people.
Let me tell you something, Ambassador. One political party, when they stand up visiting the county in Nimba, they have planned a trip over and over. They have not worked. And the chairman in the county have credited a lot.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you the ironic thing about this thing. When the political leader enter, so they say the chairman, they took the grip. They only wanted to know that money was inside. They gave the grip. In a split second, the man disappeared. The political leader got embarrassed in the country like something like all the money he carried in the grave.
But the man got go start the report.
But the man said people owe me if you go without paying the debt, the people come and kill me up, take my property from me. So you see, these are the kind of embarrassment like Brian are faced with.
Political parties will be going for a program. One individual will just decide they said that money, somebody will run away with money.
Yeah.
No, everybody know about court cases in this country from political parties. Say, oh, they are money, they took money, they go to the police station, they ask the police to investigate the person, they put to the code, they took criminal code this, criminal code that.
Yeah. What example?
When you have a fake account. And you know, they don't provide the education. Look, this party, the party will move, the party will work, the party will be better based on your contribution to the party.
And this is how one person doesn't see himself as the God or the Lord and gospel of the political party.
Right.
Because somebody can rise up like you are mentioning the great United States.
But Donald Trump was saying, if anybody in the Republican Party can argue and say, my money for me.
No, he didn't do it. He be given an opportunity, he got it.
That's why when they have it, they make sure they publish it to the people how much money was raised.
I said, all of them, they are guilty of this thing. And we are recommending with a reform process, election commission is to stand up. If it doesn't reach the benchmark, you are not.
If one party will be qualified, then one party will be qualified. But when people do not reach the benchmark or do not meet up with the criteria set, they don't have to exist.
And the commissions are weak. Why would you have a political institution? You go to Maryland County in the capital city, Harper, your party doesn't have a headquarters there.
We don't have all the kind of noise we got right here. We're talking about schools. We're talking about health. These are areas when political parties and structure can complement government.
But you should be helping government. Because you say you love the people.
You think I'm going to criticize?
You may just be elected in the next election because you are a political institution.
No, in fact, your financial strength alone can give you a better position when government are having all of the mistakes. Because if government cannot provide medication or medicine and whatsoever logistics to a major referral hospital in a country where people, and you see one political party look at the account and say, look, we can make a break there and go and pay on a huge donation to that hospital. You see, that this party made this donation from their account.
Yes.
It will remain in the minds of the people up until election day. They said no, but if the people were not even in power and they did this, imagine if they had a chance to be in power, they would do more. Just like that.
Because remember, you are a citizen of
the country. You went there, they put a road back, and see the government will face the road. That's the only picture you put into the people. But what are you doing to help them with a little? You got nothing in account. The program paid you. Because you made the people understand that you want rich men.
You don't want to get
You telling the people that they party, I don't have more right in this party than you. You supposed to pay your $5 every month. Based on my position, I will pay my $10 every month. But the better people to know that political party, that 3% who get money can establish it and have a say, make decisions.
Nah, what we're doing, we're looking at the party from our account, we're giving a loan to our people. Yeah. If you're able to pay your $5, $10 every month, it has made us real estate so we can help somebody in the party.
You are not even creative, you're not innovative. So you just see government, you want to create jobs. Who told you can't create jobs? What happened if you went into agriculture? What happened if you went into the mineral sector where you say, oh yeah, the party will be producing mineral water. Somebody tested it, we're looking for which party water or what. No party in that water. You even put it on the bag, it still will not change anything. I'm tested. Bring the water, let me drink.
Education.
Give me the bottle of water. You can invest, create vocational school. The people can even pay small money for operational costs and they will go back in the bank and you'll be able to pay those instructors.
And you know what
you imparting knowledge, you building.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you will notice that the unemployment rate will drop because if the man went, he learned to do plumbing. Somebody build it, he said, man, please come go do my plumbing work for my house there. The man the electricity, the man start to electrify homes, shops, and other places.
And he started to set an example. This is the reason why you see everybody that perceive the go to government are thieves. Everybody that perceive that you go to government, you are a thief. You start to set a good example. And people start being accountable. Somebody come, a woman, a group of ladies come in cooperative, they come to you, you get their loan, they pay their loan back. You start to inculcate that process of integrity into them, transparency. You start to deal with people with fairness. That tomorrow when you get into government, they have learned something already. They come now to deal with the people's money with sincerity. But everybody now just perceiving the government as being thieves, rogues. Because why? The manner and form in which others have managed the resources of the country. We need to change this narrative. Like someone said in the past, when we're talking about one rice, we should not be looking to the port. People coming from all the way, Harper, Maryland, to come to the port here, or go to the Harper port. We never got one rice. Let me go to Nimba. Let go to Lofaka, let go to Bond County. Let's change to the farms where the rice come from.
Take for instance, let all come back here to us. When completed in few weeks from now, we got event hall here where people can come for a wedding reception. Sure. You can have your party. We will be renting it.
That'll be innovative.
You see? But you
don't even forget about that. City gonna have a farm.
Yes. Any moment from now,
we are planting cocoa, guava, soursop, plenty. We have the farm. Because we want to lead by example. We have to help the people of this country. We can't keep going negatively. Everything will become politics. Let's practicalize issues.
You get political party, everybody in the party hungry. Why? Few people in the party that the only people. You can't see anything positive trickle down in the lives of the people.
Because the folks are not innovative.
And let me understand how some of these people are very deceptive to a lot of you. You can stay in the ring in the song for them. Some of them are represented as senators. Almost all of the people working in the offices not from the party.
Yeah.
Let me understand. They're not from the party, but you were there causing problems. You fought people because somebody said something about them. You insulted people. But today, you stay in that same condition.
You say you were down partisan.
People who were on the other side running against them are the people who are employed. We're not saying that bad thing, but we just want you to know the deception.
You say you were down partisan.
You say your heart won't go, but after achieving it, the entire change been twatted.
Yeah.
The man now got a new thinking.
You got down partisan, but member of your party can I employ you?
Yeah. They
send you are employed by outsiders.
They send you overnight to go tear people poster, to haul people, they'll go down.
Then you go, you won't go on the other side, you cause problem there. Where your party can I employ you, or members of the party who are well off can I employ you. Be sincere, man.
You know why people jump political party? Because you all have the same ideology and that's why you're shared. You will say no together, yes together. You will respectfully disagree on issues and make sure you find a solution to it.
I said all of them, they are guilty. Not one.
You go to the party headquarters. They cannot. When they put printing t-shirt, they put it in category. The one that the other person will wear, the girl, the taller than the one I choke you careful with drinking, but if you choke you die, they will give it you one out. Nobody will just give it to you. They will take the other one, the executive will be wearing the cap, the color, the t-shirt, the jacket. You don't know how it was purchased. How it will be printed. Because if you know, you'll be asking, but why am I receiving this kind? Let's see why is and people, but you can always ask that kind of question.
You don't.
That's why you see all of our t-shirts, our caps, every time we print it out from the CEO down, everybody get the same quality, same kind. We don't say, oh no, they want. Everybody will get it.
Oh, this country.
Because we have a say here too. We make decisions here as well. We know yes some people. Let's go to the line 0775-919-919, 080-919-919. Another clock will go for our central bank, but in the meantime, let's talk to our callers on the line this morning as it relates to what's unfolding when it comes to the body politics of our country. on this edition of the Morning Ride. Let's talk to this caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Good morning, Ambassador Wiki. This is Raymond Charlie. I joined you from the Uru Bell this morning.
You're welcome.
You see, political parties, they only after numbers, they only after vote. They don't after preferring the people that come and vote for them. They don't after it. You will see a politician will come to you for vote, or he'll come to you to say with you to win elections now. But after election, they are gone. They are going. You will say they book a problem to me with this. Book a problem to this. If they are sure and they want to govern or they want to lead us, why are people election now? This person get money, this person get money. You can't transform the life of the people. There are original schools here. There are major roles that people, other people play in political parties.
But it says here, if you are political or in the opposite, it says that you see people in your party potential and build it. It says that you know how many persons you are prepared for your government system when you succeed. It says here, if a political party can prepare 20%, everybody can get some vocational skill or people are earn degree. Do you know what it means for you as a party?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir.
This is Moses here.
Moses, go ahead.
Thank you this morning for the show. You really speak our minds. Because you see what you are saying in this country is necessary. Let the political party people, they just want people, they reach themselves and then they move on. Nothing they want to do in this country about war. So the commission should have a particular set. That is, if you want to be a political party, you should meet up with them. You should meet up with them. You don't have to. Well, two bigger political parties in the country don't have parties.
Yeah. And they don't got the larger voices all around.
Yeah. They claim themselves to be a two bigger political party, but then nobody has got the renting people houses. When you make the day. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much this morning. This is just a task this will give you. I'm Patrick Everett. You see, when all are listening to you people should know some things. You're born your children. People feeling their children, they're being whole lot of mansion for them. All that one that advances. In myself, I told myself that Bible is there. But the only law that for Bible, you know, is say there's no other God than me. Don't go steal it for yourself. Don't take two women or offended comment on you for yourself. You see, I'm saying this that look at those people who following those people. Some of them say, you know, when you see them, you know, you'll be sorry for them.
Yeah.
So to see them.
We can see them. We can see them.
You see.
These are the people that are willing to fight and care for those people. And people not even willing to get sick for them 1 minute.
See, you get children, somebody get a teacher, way younger, you know, when they come, you know, you want to hair, you know, to some small things like to cutting. Then you sleeping in the party ground. This party ground that they say it's me buying. You were jaw there, some of you know, you're even taking so bad thing, you know, to go destroy. You see, because normal person cannot do that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and Ambassador, today is our mother's birthday. Mother, the Porter Peter.
Yeah.
Today, Mother Peter's birthday. Yes, you know, a very good, caring mother.
Old school.
To us. Yeah. Old school gods. yeah. The mother loading.
That Daffing is the wrong thing.
Yeah. Today, are free food over.
Because a Porter Peter's.
Today are free food.
Run.
Okay. You can't get there. Okay, on this spot. I'm part of
No.
I'm not part and parcel of that, but you know, it's good to
have
such people around. the normal prayer for us. She's a mother, caring. We want to wish her all of the best. He always fighting that the only station she can do.
The old school business
She's
center.
not radio sport the other country. People make my radio. We let she born you, but it's good to have you always around. We can have our ups and downs, but just
up and down.
Always up better.
That issue.
We got issue. Yeah, I can never get to you. Good morning. Good morning.
Don't hold the lines.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Fire Davis. I'm calling you from Wako.
Fire, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the two ambassadors, let me take it time to tell you thank you for educating newly led people. This is what happening in this country here. You get big political party, you're able to put people on the street, but you ain't able to pay for yourself. And one good thing that touched me this morning, you people setting yourself as a sample. Not because you're talking, you're setting yourself as a sample why the company or your radio station do it, that really release that another building, that people will be having well in recession. So your advice, your people doing, your people advising, or people giving on.
But it's open. You walk in the company, you can see for yourself. We have seen officials who have come there or astonished and say, "What?"
I will come there and see for myself.
We will be the only station in West Africa that broadcasts from underground.
Get the advice. So thank you this morning for the program.
You're welcome. Let's talk to other callers. Shortly, we'll go for our Center Bank commercial. Good morning.
Good morning, information folks and historian Val.
Yeah, go ahead, Webster.
Thank you so much. Historian Val, Patrick for Liberia. Watching the happening of party headquarters Pakistan. Some of the reasons one because of local agree. The men and you guys are chairman, say for another budget, or you have a free, whatever they see on the board. I'm not better when I do that's the first warning. And then we never bring it, we don't give you the state. We are going into the election. And the swapping of a party coming to party. But it's very wrong. Just what you heard this morning, Uncle. You're not supposed to do so. Get a place of your own. Let everyone know this place belongs to so party. That's tomorrow when the man who's on the party gets better to hear that man was wrong and you use the message. And now the party is running off.
Yeah. The man said causing her, his sister or all of her, he said the party had got a man, the party somebody divorced, he said, my man, you believe y'all the party gotta go.
And then give my place. And I grace right there on party is teaching them like that information groups. They need to change. I watch some of this at this morning.
They listening. Okay, thank you, Webster. Thank you. We'll go for our commercial. We'll come back. We'll continue with the discussion, and later on, we'll take some more calls, and later we'll move into something very key.
My daughter Kumba, how is the business today? Well, your face, how are you looking so? Like you thinking about something.
And I say on me, I'm going to plenty things. So I take my pay the next day. I'm telling you, all the money can check go tell that my children's school fee, hospital money, rent, my own small thing and set nothing. I can do anything good for myself.
Amen.
Then to make matter worse, I try to put small money in lay business to go out of the country. But to find foreign currency, I can just be running around. It's too bad that things how I am stressed.
Yeah. Anything you don't know is bigger than you for true, yeah?
What you mean now, Patroni?
Kumba? On March 27, 2025, the Central Bank of Liberia launched the National Financial Education Program for people like you.
The National Financial Education Program?
They finished putting it outside. That is they call launch. And that President Joseph Newman Boaka said launched the program for the whole country.
Okay. So what in the program will do for a person like me now?
The program will solve your problem, my daughter.
Tell me something. thing.
The financial education program will help people like you, Kumba, to understand how to take care of your money. Google.
Yeah?
Yes. It will show you how to set financial goals, how to budget your money, how to save part of your money after you take pay, how you can turn some of your money around in business for it to grow.
What?
Yeah. So after taking pay, you can't be broke again.
That good thing, oh, Pa Johnny.
Yeah, Makumba. The Central Bank of Liberia will work with plenty other government offices then like Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Gender and Social Protection, and other groups then like the Liberia Marketing Association to make sure you're the women and girls manage your money. Google.
Oh yeah, that is very good.
Yeah. Now, this financial education get many steps.
Tell me about them, Pa Johnny. Tell me.
First, you have to set your financial goals.
Ready?
This means you must think about where you want to see yourself in the future. Maybe 1 year from now, you won't get plenty money to be able to take care of all of your problems.
Yeah.
Or you want to be big businesswoman. But you can only reach where you want to see yourself in having more money according to the way you will plan to use your money today.
How that one already work now?
That the next step I will come into. They call it budgeting, meaning planning how to use your money the right way.
Yes, that one that true.
So you budget by making a plan that show how you will use your money. Once you take your pay or you get any money, you have to sit down to put idea together to use your money.
Yeah.
In line with the thing that you need to do for you and your family, and you will still be able to keep some.
It makes sense.
Yes, so when you make your budget, that means you have to stick to it because you plan for everything already.
That's true.
The other important thing, that's saving. Saving means to keep some money somewhere for you to use in future. Then just using all your money soon you take pay.
Okay, but this saving you're talking about, ain't that to keep the money in your safe to your house, eh?
One advice, Makumba, do not keep the money in your house or under your mattress. Yes, go to the bank house and open your saving an account. You can open 2 savings.
2 savings?
Yes. You can open 1 saving or account with any mobile phone company. Like that, you carry your money on your phone right in your own hand anywhere you going.
But what if the phone lost now?
Easy. Just go back to the mobile phone company and get your SIM card back with all your money still on it. Yes. Then you could choose to open another saving or account with a bank. Just go to any bank you like and say you want to open saving to keep your money. They will help you open an account.
Okay, but what a benefit in that one?
A bank account has many benefits. Number 1, the bank can put interest on top of your money you keeping with it.
Okay.
And because of that, you can also be able to take loan from the bank where you open your saving. With that loan money, you can make business to grow your money or do other Google things for yourself.
Okay.
And when you take loan from the bank, make sure you're able to pay it back.
Yeah.
At the same time, open your eyeball to all the things that you will agree to on the loan paper. Like when you will pay back, how much you will pay every time, and then the main one, wedding business you're taking the loan money for. And you must understand the interest you will have to pay to. Yeah, after that, you can make a plan to pay back your debt. Manage the debt, Google.
Yeah, it will not be good you take loan, then you're not able to pay it back.
It's not correct like that, sir. Yeah, that digging hole, covering hole thing not correct because you will still be in the hole.
Yeah.
What some people do is to make sure they take a loan to put the money into something that brings in more money. They call it investment. So they can be able to pay their debt and be able to save at the same time.
So Google ad here, yeah?
Yes, so then another good thing is to insure your business or your home.
Insurance for my business, my home, my...
So, God forbid, if something bad happen, the insurance company can help you get something bad because you are protected against loss.
No, Pa Johnny, I will go to the financial education program and learn about money matter, yeah? Insurance, hayaka.
Yeah, because with insurance, when your property damaged or warehouse burned with your goods inside, for example, the insurance will pay.
Oh! So a part of financial education too, eh?
Yes, it is part of the financial education tool to manage risk and protect yourself. Then you know, some business people don't treat their customers very good.
They plenty of.
Fine. So the last thing the CBL and other Google friends talk about, they say you get right as customer to complain any business house that will not treat you the right way.
Any business house?
Yes, like banks or mobile phone companies. If they not treat you the right way, you must talk it.
Okay.
That's right. And under the financial education program, you listen to me? Mm-hmm. They will teach you how to complain and how they will hear your complaint. So, Kumba,
thank you plenty, Papa Johnny. I will make sure to be part of the financial education program so I can learn all the good things about money.
This message is from the government of Liberia through the Central Bank of Liberia. My daughter Kumba, how is the business today?
The morning I was certainly here this morning. You know, we go back to the lines, take some more calls on what we were discussing earlier on for our Central Bank commercial, and from there we will come back to talk about this issue of audit and why the trial is ongoing as well. Now let's talk to our callers on the line now. This morning, we'll take some more calls. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ambassador.
Good morning, Kere. Pastor Kere.
Yeah, Pastor Kere.
The guy lady.
If I was dedicated church, I will call you.
Oh.
And I will invite me to your station.
Yeah.
I give you a good church, big church, in district.
Yeah, sorry, I don't think this is going to go ahead.
Oh, yeah, thank you this morning.
Okay.
The whole month I said you to be the example inquest, and then now to follow the same thing. When they when they take the people from all the land, they mean that those people in a half party headquarters then. Like our president, the former president, and then putting there, they will see that the land is using. Let them buy land for them to pay at the headquarters. And we pray no God for them to move them from there. Yeah, thank you for your student money.
Thank you. Let's talk to Carlos. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiki.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Carlos Rodriguez. Wiki, this guy who been put to the party, you see us. This is next week was somebody, you see, our students only for the when you get a job. We are people who do a job, I will look for somebody who has a job. You know, I can find out the you actually come around the cash month. After the different after the president to have the way, you got to make a job, you get a job somewhere, and we are not here, we are supposed to die with you. So we are not going to last step. In fact, to not do it for 20 years, to not change people for 20 years, thank you.
Thank you as well. Let's talk to the callers. Good morning. Good morning, sir. You have to speak up. Your phone is very low, or you put the phone to your mouth properly. Let's talk to other callers. When you on a much better line, we'll take you. Good morning.
Good morning to great ambassadors.
Good morning, Pastor Moses.
Pastor Moses, I am calling from the more forgettable and banner bloody
diversified community.
I have been out of current for almost a month plus. What I want to appreciate God for this platform that is very educated. At times, somehow we follow it by radio. We don't have to make our call, but God, we love how your education goes. So we love to sit down and listen to you post. So we'll be able to educate other people outside of God. Those are the same education you people are talking about. Political parties have refused to give to their party members. So at the end of the day, you see some of them, they just go about voice for men. There is no education that is placed on them at a time, even to their rural party headquarters, to open a workshop, train them and tell them how to interact with people in the public. So I love this station.
No, the government know how to call the people together. You can't in your numbers going to them, going protest.
That's it. You know, just make a voice call and then everyone on them gather. So that's why
Don't want to even.
In fact, they are running the political party on social media these days. So even like such a platform now like this, such a discussion that they this morning, you will almost say that someone who will say apropos develop, or someone who will say apropos FPRC President Baka is corrupt, they will not call on the kind of topic now because it is not in their interest. But this is about Labro, is about every one of them, whether the Unity Party, the ANC, the CDC, every one of them are involved in the kind of topic that you are discussing this morning. But someone will not call now. The level you our mess as a we you will not call the kind of topic now because you know in the interest. So you can will continue to be blessed and whatever will continue to expand to go to the various areas for our local people that will make sure that they will take the education. Thank you ever so much. May God continue to bless the people and may God continue to bless the CEO of the station.
Okay, thank you. My man say, he said, my man say, party new, my man who, chairman for party, you
not get a party now?
No, I'm telling the name. I think it's a very good friend of mine. You know that man. That's you. Oh, you know, the man said the party headquarters is in Tatan Oro.
Oh Lord.
So they have 4 cards, 5 offices, and conference room. That's structure for you. Thank you for giving all the information. Other people will respond now. You're live. Good morning, sir.
My name is KB Johnson.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, we did that. What I do to bring out this morning is a disgrace for our leader in the country. You know, foreign people say that you're stopping for piece of land. Why do you want to establish a party then go ring? It's a big disgrace from Unity Party and CDC and the same Unity Party again.
I don't know. Nobody want land from a friend.
No.
Unity Party was in power. They got them out of them. They helped us in Congo town. CDC came to power. Today, they says here they did not to construct the implement or the years they been in the system. They telling them say you move. They say they want to negotiate with me. Say you got problem, boy. Please go. We'll be talking. Just let pack off.
As a common man, as a president, you are president.
Yeah.
So you want to tell me you can't.
I'm surprised that we are seeing that in here. We watch here out there to the party.
They're totally wrong. So they change the mentality and try to do something better for the country. Because I think when you get a party headquarters, I think you get so many things that they look at behind you or the other citizens are behind you. I think they will lay something. I think they will go so they should start looking after your thinking this morning.
Okay, let's talk to Mr. Scully on this line. A regular caller. Mr. Scully, good morning.
Yeah, I paid you.
He can pay to you.
Former president. That man called the country here for 6 years. When you call it, I'm not going to turn anything. Let him think.
Man, get him money. Man, get him money. I say, you know, man, forgot I'm my boy. Man, say, I fought you.
Where I called my childhood friends and the flower. Let me think. They probably know about me and about me. Around will tell her and she will not respond. She will not get me to avoid me too.
Your people be paying your dues, so you can ask your people.
They will think now and say, let me review it. So, let's say to one international radio, international internet, and explain everything that you did to war. Because when you get somebody, you know you can talk it. So when she died, and how you call it, man, I think they will say, come there, you must come. Because I think never force I meant to go on intention and I to go there. He said I was thinking about coming. He said, well, I said never call me and told me I travel. He said you got to count the max. When he ate all the max, as a responsible man and president of the former president of this country, the fact you do say sorry, money, well, you have your own ancestors. I'm very sorry for what the woman explained. I don't know what come over me. But you also say sorry. Talk to the people who open your own common lecture and come. Then you call. I guess so much here I should send it. You have one down for me to send it. But soon the money people say, I do have to woman 3 times. And now if I can miss me again, I want to have myself with him. Mama, I do it, if I can miss me, your way on the man, if I can miss she, I want to say, don't you mean it?
All right, so that.
President, please.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This morning. So we are advising every one of you that claim to be in political party, that you only there to force with people. Please go and pay your due.
You lead by example.
Yeah. You go and pay your due. Pay your due. Yeah, I'm a due pay member of this party, where you can have a say in the matter. We want you say, oh no. Okay, so folks, this is the morning ride, and this is where we are this morning. We'll take just a few more calls and we go to something important to talk about this morning. Good morning. Go ahead.
Oh, good morning, Willie.
Good morning.
You know something on this? If you can record when George was giving us speech, when he was speaking in the yard.
Former President Wiana.
Former President Wiana, well.
Okay.
So, the microphone, I already checked. Before that guy could move the microphone, I think you're able to do it. Let me hear it.
No, but the mark that was on him, the person who was controlling it, when they wanted to, they muted it later on.
Yeah.
But the statement came out already before, it was already muted.
Yeah, he said, well, thank you. Let me hear it.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Thank you so much. I remain the civil land pastor for Peter McCauley, and I join you from district now, most of the country, and the pro defender.
You're always welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. You know, party headquarters is very, very genuine in every political party. But the presentation of people who bringing the information to some of our women who can, really understand the grammar. The presentation.
No, we're not allow you to throw insult at anybody on the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Nathaniel Bar, and good morning, people.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is the boss of the and I'm going from Papa.
Pro defender, you get place to be. What are you defending?
I must appreciate you guys for going on this discussion. And this is why sometimes I always follow your radio station, because after you call yourself a political party, you are scared to vote for whoever, your own party area. That happens to be your own party.
Anything we take one person from there, we say all of y'all. What get political party?
You know, in Liberia, as soon as I talking some of these things, one group of people just like they just feel that they don't want to talk to.
What if you feel that way?
Yes, when it comes to ruling party having the CDC, you need a controversy here. Can I get a phone of political party ever? Then much more, some of you are lying to do this around here. How can an individual have a house or land more than a political party? This is the reason why when they are elected, they want to go after their self-interest rather than party's interest. Because if you look at President, we are looking at the houses in jail. Look at President Walker. Already look at the houses he has. Look at Eddie Joseph. Look at the houses he has. Then look at the institution that gives them the power. Don't have a own political party headquarters. Are you kidding me? Because then why I said this is the reason why our country is just suffering. Because when we elect them, they are only after their self-gain. They're not just the same with the political party. Because when it takes power, they are not concerned about the political party. They are only concerned about their self-gain.
So, thank you there. And you know, just to close up on this, and that's why we say it's cut across to all political parties.
All.
That's why we mention the ruling party.
The two leading parties.
In 12 years, while she was in power, before coming to power, she was dragged out of another area that she thought, or people in the party believed that they were the one owning it. Today, just look for yourselves. Take out your political government and do a soul searching. And look at people from your party that are only 3-4 houses.
Yeah.
And the party do not have their own headquarters. So many people, they got to power in 4 months, they have more than 42 housing units. In less than or little over a year plus, since this government came to be, there are folks from the Unity Party today who point to 2-3 houses.
Yeah.
But the party still do not have their own party headquarters. You should be asking yourself, but why? Other than getting vexed.
Yeah. Is it a means to enrich certain folks in the party? Because the money we are paying every year. Why are we going to calculate?
Yeah. Some of the places that you check it, that 50,000 a year, 30,000, you're paying.
Do you supposed to be in the capital city or around the capital?
So many people have built 3-4 story. And all of those things are apartments. You see people renting for them. But the party do not have anything of such. You still do not want to ask yourselves why. But you know, when you got an elections commission that will sit, allow political party run the show, do what they want to do. And that's why we're asking for a reform of our laws. There are too many of our laws no longer useful in the current dispensation. And this is to the benefit of every one of you who are members of political parties. That's the reason you don't have a say. That's the reason one person will take unilateral decision.
Yeah.
And nobody questions that.
When I say let's sit together, what can we do? But they will do it.
Because the man thinks he spends more money, or the woman thinks she spends more money, she got her party, and nobody questions her.
Nobody dare ask.
And you there. That one day is going to take and say that today that you pay did it. You in party for more than 20 some more years. Then one day before you go say you're going to pay due. You pay it in the open, you can't bring report in the open. How much money was collected? To encourage the other partisans or people who are not paying. Then you educate the people to make them to understand that due payment is good because it helps to strengthen and have the party moving smoothly. The party got other members across the country. You can go out there and see, you taking something from the call. You'll be taking a tour, a nationwide tour, to know some of the problems that those in the parties around are faced with. Oh yeah, today we're going to Bon County, we'll be meeting in Banga at the party headquarters. The party has said, they say, what are some of the issues? Maybe people will be telling you. In a town, we got a lot of folks there from the party, but they don't have water. The party come back and see her best.
Yes.
Don't say, you don't get money when I'm in power, because that's the common sense.
Yeah, that's a basic point they rely on.
They make it like, once you in power, that free money they take, you see.
And by that, you will even win other people to you.
Just imagine.
Because if for example, the borehole wells, education, would that want to be a partisan of go to those schools? When you win other people to you, they see your vision. You begin to reality.
Now just imagine. Right after the election, after the CC lost, somebody who was assistant minister and a ranking member in the party, he placed the call of him, the man, when President Obama started making his appointment, man, I want to appear on the show. I said, what do you want to say? He said, somebody appointment, the president making it. I said, oh yeah, but go to the office and pay to the office. Then they will let me know. Say, my man, no power, I get money. I said, so only for my person, man. You tell me in 3 weeks after leaving power, you lost the election, you're telling me that your party, I'm telling you as individual, you come in to represent the party. Then you say the parties don't have money. If the party and you make the people to understand the importance of paying dues, there are a lot of things you can handle from the party line with all the weight hanging on one individual. You say, oh yeah, we're supposed to make an appearance on this. You can come and collect the invoice and even deliver it to the party and say, oh yeah, this is what the people charge. If they come from the party account, the party write a check. Then I individual we're talking about. Or you say, on behalf of the party, I was satisfied to do this. So Liberians, the reasons why, it's not just for political party, the reasons why sometimes your voices are not heard or allowed when you're in organization is because you do not make your presence felt by paying what required. And as a matter of fact, Painsville Connect will be shutting down Painsville, homecoming. The Painsvillians will be coming outside, we'll be showing ourselves. We'll pay our money with back t-shirts being printed as well. I go with my kids. And not in the midst of what unfolding or with the issue of the trial ongoing. Honorable Musa Belede now is calling for the president to launch immediately a full-scale audit on the legislature because there are millions, if not hundreds of millions being misappropriated. Just how they can fast track the trial for those lawmakers who are in charge from the house on the top at the Capitol building, the John Chimmer. But this is a call that have come long before what took place. Are we using some of these things as tactic to sway the people's attention again from what is unfolding? You see how our leaders can treat national issues? These are good calls. These are calls that people made nonsense. And this is one of the calls, according to some of the law people, or even the then speaker, former speaker said, it was because you were calling for audit. That's why people came back. Now you have come back. You were with him. You have come back now to call for audit. Why are we having these people wanting to question other people. Let's be frank, we agree. You calling the labor minister for the way he gave permit, giving job or to other people. But you cannot, you want people to answer to you, and nobody should, you cannot answer, you put yourself in a position to be unanswerable to anybody.
And it's too absurd to think you want to monitor or scrutinize other government institutions, how they are spending government money over the time. But then you as an institution responsible for that, you make yourself like a demagogue and nobody can ask you questions. Nobody can audit you. And then when some of your folks are no longer in the position to sit as lawmakers or members of the parliament, they tell us that you deliberately send money during the budget time, you send a portion of money to ministry and agency, and you go back to the government institution and take the money back from them.
Then he said they have raised the issue of audit multiple times and have failed. Y'all having your speakers yesterday? Y'all said when the president want to tell that that separate branch of government, the president got no say yet. Then you calling the president a king. Then to create a full-scale audit. Now, JC is there. JC audited the president's office for the first time in many years, unprecedented. They audited the judicial branch of government. And these audit reports are before you, the Public Account Committee. These reports are there. What the action? You want people to answer, you want people to deliver, but you are putting yourself in the position that you cannot be audited. How can you be paid by taxpayer? Every year you allot money in the budget. They want for the legislative branch of government. They want for the speaker. They want for the deputy speaker. They want for the pro-chair. They want for the president of the Senate, the vice president, the president. They will audit these people. Then when they come to you, no, you don't want to be audited.
The last time when the CSA carried on a payroll process there, when the likes of the Palm County lawmaker Marvin Kool had a serious dissenting view on the report that was put forth by the CSA.
CSA were talking about the issue of payroll party.
Yeah. And the point got here now, this time, if it is the house being audited, then it becomes an issue of justice and not selected justice, because members of the house are now being held in the center of a trial, then you see as selective justice. No. Because these things were issues that were said about you people there at the house, not today.
But this is not.
But you know what I see is that some of the lawmakers, they are very strategic. The way at a certain point in time, they see issues, they make themselves look different and put their friends and other folks in that position. That's how they speak. But have you supported this process before? Have you ever agreed? If today
and today now it has come to his attention now, he's saying that the president has the legal authority to mandate an audit of any public institution. You see? You will realize it because you want everybody to see that this thing is supposed to take place.
Yeah.
Is this a clever attempt to take the public focus on what going on, what took place?
And the lawmaker is telling that millions of dollars have been directed, more than the damage of the fire.
Yeah. That's what he said. Yeah. He said.
But they're not following what he's saying. He's now telling Liberians that millions of dollars have been directed over time.
Then help with the investigation, help with the audit. Start to provide some of the facts. Because if you can do this, because when you can provide pieces of evidence, trust me, we'll kickstart the ball.
It will help us.
But if we just be talking these things because these people are politicians, you see what we talk about, how people just talk, people just say some of these things, and some of these calls are good, genuine, good things people want to see. But if we do that, because one or two of our friends, our colleagues who will be in bed with for a period of time are being prosecuted for some allegation, and you think that you know some people, when you talk about audit, they will not be off the hook, somebody will be collected caught into the matter, so you want to raise it, then you'll not still be doing the country justice.
Yeah.
Or you will just want to be on the record for the namesake that you spoke about it.
There are crimes that were issued, like for one of the colleagues, Ludolf Collins. The current case that before the LCC was raised by Representative Ruther Collins.
Yeah.
He raised that issue that there was some bribery that went on in order to unseat, they attempt to unseat the former speaker, Fanati Kofa. There was an act of bribery that went on. He said 25,000 was dished out and they were giving 15,000 after the operation, the 10,000 given to you. He made mention of that. You see, he made mention of that. So why is Representative Musa Belete not bringing these things forth? You see, so he say if they can prosecute lawmaker over $2 million fire issue, then they play a blind eye to the system that basically a theft of public funds within the legislature. Then he's now confirming this is happening. Then he say it's political. But if you know that millions of dollars have been directed by you people's hands, bring the issue to us. Representative Luther Collins was bold. He went to the LCC and raised this matter and said these things happened. Now the LCC has got on the matter.
And the father matter, when he got there, he took money when he there, he delivered and said, that money will give me these are starting off with 5.
Yeah. You see that? So Representative Musa Belete is saying this is true. Let us help on the investigation. Because we will need them. We will need them. Because we need you in the house. You know what's happening there. And some of you who have left that place have told us that they are apportion millions of dollars to institutions, ministry, agency. Then after a while, when the budget is passed, you all go there. So why would thinking that 50 million go to the institution? Like for example, agriculture. Why would thinking agricultural work? You both go back and take the money for the people. Then they leave. Like a toothless bulldog. They don't do no work for us.
Say for instance,
that's deception.
Yeah, say for instance, see what the Ministry of Finance did. Yeah. We were talking about this issue of some ex-officials who were involved into their alleged involvement into a fraudulent bus procurement transaction amounting to 145,000. So they forwarded the former employees to the LCC with what they could lay their hands on that they refer to as pieces of evidence. You will find out the matter. It helped for investigation to go on speedy play, and the matter can be and tried quickly. But we have listened to the calls on so many occasions.
So many occasions.
The former speaker said, "Oh, the man he couldn't skank up against him to have him removed because he was calling for audit." The other person said, "No, he afraid of being audited. We don't want to call him for audit."
Yeah.
So who wants to audit who now? Who
And there are reports that there are plans of they themselves, Ambassador, struggling the possibility of these audits because they know that these audits will go down, and there are several folks that will be caught to question. And it was alleged that when the former speaker was raising this matter, only the father pointed finger to him. He said, "When that audit, that it will involve everybody." Now, tension came. Even the legs of some of lawmakers that were there to do one now lawmakers again are even being alleged that their hands are being to past activities. There was some allegation that the current vice president, when he was serving as representative, was also there and still was some controversy with monies. Then when he left, we want fights. We want to know the truth.
So these people can be named and shamed in the process. But every time, who did you yell or the Deshaun Martin longer will come? I said, all the oil will grow with the steam. When all the oil, you boasting about what the harm you causing to people.
It's not helping us.
You will not reject anything, but you come and say all the oil, don't say oil will grow.
Will grow.
Bring all the money, say LC the money, that the money the poor gave us will serve for the money for work that we will not do or we did not do. So I rejected the money. Here's the money, I carried it to put it in government cover.
Yeah.
Or the money here, I'm carrying it to the hospital. I'm going to pay bills for people who are there, have been forced stay and cannot.
TAC Camel, this.
Yeah.
They know.
But if we just have people just to say, oh yeah, let audit. And there are people over there that folks among themselves, their colleagues, normally will say, that people over there who are influential, who been around long, no way possible they will give him to the auditors if they are asked to go there. But they want people answer to them.
Yeah. And right now they own the budget.
Yeah, you're all crack Kuba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comes to Kuba.
Ministry agency.
You're on him.
We won't know because for me people, the budgets from the executive is being rules by people sent to the Senate. It's being held on the instrument after being approved. We want to hear the money.
The highest man in the land, if they can audit his office, the Ministry of State, the President's office, and come up with some report that saw the discrepancy.
Yes.
So
what's about you people?
How honest and open this president is, and you got to do the same because you represent people. You represent one district. You got 40,000 people there. That you're not even answerable to the 40,000 people. The 40,000 people, but when years there, one community they having another president, they're branching there. What going on over there?
That be real.
So you need to understand that you represent people.
You see the laws.
Do you know how much money you put in the budget for yourselves every year that you can't account to the people to say, oh, the legislative branch of government, the 65 million or 75 million are in the last fiscal year, the budget for the salary, benefit, operational cost, whatsoever. Yes, the record. It's to the public to scrutinize it, to know whether the money was used wisely or not. No. When one person said to call for audit, the next thing, when they want to disrupt session, one person will look for one key issue to put on the floor, knowing that their colleagues will not accept, and the next thing they will adjourn because there will be disruption. No. One person, the other person can say that. And you see, some of these things are intentional.
Yes.
Not that somebody calls a bad cause. But you know fully well your colleagues will not accept. So you will say it just to be on the record and score political goals to say, oh, I said it here before. You have said it multiple times.
They want to do it so a different. I don't want to say let audit me and there. They there. Let me real.
Call auditing team on yourself from your district. Since I've been here, I've represented what all been given to me, the district development fund. County development fund. This is how it was used. GSC, please come and audit me.
We have to be serious because we can't keep galvanizing the folks, taxpayers' money every year. Plus million. We can't read billion.
Yeah.
But they opposed to the ministry agency to work in the interest of the very poor. The people don't see it. And you people are the direct representative of the people, of the Liberian people, that make sure that money goes so.
Even right now, at this time.
We're making plenty of mockery of ourselves in this country, man.
I will let you the thoughts. But this time we'll set a team. Or put their hands in a cover. Invite experts. Technocrats. And say, oh, go to Nima and see that structure, what the posted that work.
The Lord will hear it. I see the meter. Let know the truth.
Don't look for people. If you think you can't trust that people are around here, bring those people. Let them go to a person. Let them tell all what we stand to benefit. Those are where people spend money. I mean, we give too many free education in the country.
But Ambassador, these are things that the Liberian people thought that the people who go and represent them know. We can't keep in darkness in this country.
Look, if it will cost our lives, we will keep educating the people. All those things that they get harm will bring it out for you to know.
Every year, then one country can improve. Every term.
They blind your eyes to politics. When it comes to serious national issue, they will just put on a big political argument down and have everybody fighting, people divided. But when it comes to moving the country forward, when it comes to creating jobs, when it comes to being innovative, they don't want you educated to that.
And they are the one making the law.
You got to mobilize 100,000 people to come protest. But you cannot mobilize 100 million or 1 million, say, we as civil society group, or we activate, We go and carry money and we buy social drugs and carry it and give it to these hospitals. But you only want to see the people in the street demonstrating for something that they will never achieve.
Man. And these are level-headed people. Some of them are lawyers.
Yeah.
Some of them are entrepreneurs.
Big up man will take the wrong action because he's vexed. Policeman go high in the corner, he's traffic man, he hide in the corner for somebody to violate so he can catch you. And will not even provide the education to you. And say, oh, for stopping here, you're supposed to stop here. There's a difference between park and stop. So even if he issue a ticket, he must be able to provide education to you in the process. Say, don't do this to the next time. But he wants you to go. That you would come out and do the city thing and get you.
You hear say, oh, LDA officer, he said DD drugs, but you will never come to one conclusion and say there is an investigation that have come to this thing.
Yeah. You see, we keep doing these things.
And the Laban call you to go and do the work. You say you can do it.
You go to teach, you leave the teaching thing you're going to do, you start telling the children for politics. How many students you can ask what's the cardinal function of a lawmaker? They will not tell you. As far as concerned, those people are rogues.
They don't want you to know. Okay. Well, when you know, you will question them.
And people, and they got some kids who believe that's a career over there. Yeah. When you ask somebody, you want to live son or daughter, when you grow up,
man. I told you my son told me, say,
that you know my mind.
Lawmaker. But the man went to lawmaker school again, say, wow, I want you to school. He
wants to be a lawmaker. He went to a lawmaker school. The fees alone.
He said, "You want to see?"
And every day he told his father, "No, please send me to
William
Booth."
You see, they put their blind in the eyes of Liberians so that they don't know the truth.
Yeah, but you know, so now we just need to provide. Look at my late daughter. Because her father is a journalist. In her school, they force her to be Minister of Information. But why do you know that?
Her father know the information. So she know it too.
I mean, so many people, you know, we can go through every day. Our children and all some of the things that we can say that we can get punished for it.
Let's take a few calls before we go home.
Say yes, sharp boy, you bring this up.
The plan me like hey, come on, man, can do calls, come on, dear.
Yeah, and probably say call when you call a track, then they come and use it, then they play music. They play more like Western music, maximum death about it.
Oh, like Bureau, man. This country must improve.
Alright, Mother Butter Peters. Happy birthday to you, Mother. We're coming. Yeah. We're coming.
The old school boss.
We're coming there. Free food.
Today, no confusion today, please.
Confusion. Pause. 0775-919-919. 0880-919-919 are the two numbers you can set in the callers. So this one will take few calls and we take our usual break to be back here tomorrow when the weekend starts tomorrow. Fast approach tomorrow. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me talk to this caller. Be live.
Good morning, Mr. Brooks. I'm sorry, this is Pastor Moses. I just entered real life.
Go ahead, Pastor Moses.
I've been now go to your topic about wiki. I just call a communication like the person told me that you go have a touch on it one time, but it's about the labor ministry wiki. I got somebody that is there and I have that contact number. That if you want to talk to you, they are personally on a tripping camera. They want to explain some things that are happening within that labor ministry.
Okay, I will send you a text after the show.
Okay.
Then you can send the number over, yeah? Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Wiki, and good morning to Nat. This is Ambassador Bill one time. Nat, you guys have made a very good analysis this morning. Really from the political politics left that you talk about. Why would people be into government neglecting
respecting the institution that brought them.
I'm telling you.
So, yeah, for that is like a transmission, it's a repetition and
yeah, and that's when some of the people who claim to be partisans should catch themselves now and say, but why? The institution, maybe you see the institution going down, you look at the institution, your life there improving, and the institution is going down the drain.
You see, that's why the political party issue in this country is they hang around people. Like when Taylor went into government, people were hanging around Taylor. See the APP today, I look like people don't even know that party is a former ruling party. See the CDC. CDC just left a party power yesterday. Like he's saying, it's something that somehow will come for power. They say they cannot give a fool to appear on show to talk about the party. That's a hard of a deception and misrepresentation. So what I want to say is that let people who have come in an immunity party will not be able to maintain a party of their certain time now is CDC. So she will continue to operate that. That's why I continue to say that there will be a new revolution that will be able to transform this country. And again, National Elections Commission should be able to decentralize the issue of party in office. That other countries can be able to have a party that they will be standing by that party. Not either having a party to say the party is for all. That people will be able to take ownership of that party. Thank you again for making our country know what is happening at the bottom of our country.
You're welcome. Thank you this morning, Ambassador. It's always good to have you. Let's talk to this caller on the line. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Wiggy.
Morning.
And good morning, Donna. This morning I really are resting. I came on over yesterday. Last night. But the topic of this one is very important to all of our leaders. Because the education is not easy for them. People are educated, us ain't educating them. They are listening to you people. I think they need to teach and do certain things that can make the country better. Because you can be a political party, you jump from here and there, here and there. I hope the party that we are feeling with, the leaders are listening. I mean, strong supporter of the other party, you that don't pay due. I hope they are listening. So that the next time, maybe we can even just stay away ourselves.
Yeah.
Look, our leaders, you have to do this. But we are against listening to everything politics, we can join here and there. We're not talking to people. Otherwise, they are even listening to you people. But it's a very good education. You guys are helping to build this country. We can see it. Some people are listening. You know, I see people who don't listen to you people. But the education you're giving is not for you people alone. It's for this nation. When the road get better, it's not for we and now. It's for everyone. Thank you for this morning.
Thank you. And that's how we'll draw the curtain line. My colleague always say, if the hospital in Lofa having drugs, that our mothers, our brothers and sisters who are fallen ill or involved in an accident, our mothers, our sisters who are giving birth can have safe delivery and drugs and all of those things available, we will all be happy. My children are in Lofa.
You won't be there, but Liberians will be there with benefit.
My children are in Lofa, my children are in Green, but they're Liberians. And we should be a pleasure to all of us. And all of us will enjoy when we hear that. Because I will go over tomorrow for a trip and 48 and rush to the clinic or hospital.
Go to the current Lutheran hospital there.
And be treated
like other Liberians on our side.
Yeah. So with that, we draw the curtain. We say thank you this morning for being part of the show. Yeah, but we're going to be back here tomorrow. Sakana will be at the camera. Ambassador Jane Attorney Vivar Senior and Wiki Brooks. On behalf of the team, we'd like to say happy birthday to you, Mother Watcher PDX, as a celebrated birthday today. Always it's a pleasure having you following us as a mother. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Who say the Joseph Walker, President Joseph Walker is already irresponsible. To the point where he don't know who to arrest. Joseph Walker is irresponsible. He still needs to be arrested. Joseph Walker needs to be arrested for abusing his